Hello, it's Donna here at the Emotional Center. We think that one of the best ways of developing an abundant mindset is knowing how to use your vibration. Do you have an abundant mindset right now? You know, your mindset makes a huge difference in what you think you can create in your life and what your possibilities actually are. As evolving humans, we're always changing, always growing, always creating. We are powerful creators. We can't help it. It's part of being an organic, conscious, awake, and aware being. If you're reading this, you're already a powerful creator by default, really since the day you were born. But we can always get more purposeful with our life-creating abilities. And in some ways, that's the foundation of everything we do at the Emotional Center. Many people, however, don't create with purpose and direction. And some people feel like they're a victim of circumstance. Is that true for you? If so, let me assure you that when you learn how to start flexing your creative muscle, your life-creating muscle, amazing things can happen. Growing abundance is much easier when we take the wheel and start growing and changing on purpose. And certainly developing an abundant mindset is one way of being in the driver's seat, heading towards what you want. So before we go any further, let's remember though that energy and vibration always come first. And it's really pretty simple. Your vibration can create lack or it can create abundance. You can impact and change your own vibrations with your focus. Life is a constant feedback loop between your vibration and your reality. The feedback loop naturally amplifies because that's what it's designed to do. And this is why you get more of what you focus on. It's the life creation feedback loop in action. If you focus on and thus vibrate what you don't have, if you're focusing on what you don't have, you get more of that not having state, or what we call lack. But if you focus on and thus vibrate what you do have, you get more of that having state, or what we call abundance. Awareness and understanding really accelerate your ability to achieve and maintain an abundant mindset. Being more aware, first of all, means that our conscious minds are more cooperative. Our own thinking either supports us consciously or gets in our way unconsciously. So having awareness of what our conscious minds are doing is really important. The other thing about awareness and understanding is it allows you to live life as more of a creator than a victim. Being a victim is no fun, and at its worst, it can result in real long-term suffering. And it's much better with awareness to accept that you're actively creating your reality by your vibration. That way, you can change if it's not working for you. And the other thing about awareness and understanding is when you are aware of your own vibrations and what they're creating, it helps you model this for others, which is really important, particularly if you have children and you want them as well to have an abundant mindset. So let's zero in on what kind of mindset an abundant mindset actually is and what the vibrations of an abundant mindset are. There are two kinds of mindsets. A fixed mindset, that means something that's fixed in place, believes that qualities such as talent, personality, and intelligence are fixed for life and they don't change. So it's pretty easy to see how a fixed mindset would limit your possibilities. However, a growth mindset, which is what an abundant mindset is, believes that those same qualities, talent, intelligence, and personality, can be developed and strengthened and changed. It's really easy to see that this kind of mindset, an abundant mindset, it increases your possibilities. Before we go any further though, you're going to need a copy of our emotional scale, which you can download on our blog at theemotionalcenter.com. And I'll put a link in the description below. Do that now if you can, because actually looking at the emotional scale will really help you understand what's going on. So here's some vibrations of a fixed mindset. Vibrations on the lower half of the emotional scale are constricted, they're a bit heavier, and they don't feel good. energy is slow and sluggish in the lower vibrations. And when energy is constricted or slow, there's literally less space for new opportunities and possibilities. A fixed mindset will produce lower vibrations, and it'll create a reality of lower vibrations, limited possibilities. The vibrations of a growth or abundant mindset are on the upper half of the scale, and there the energy is more expansive, it's open, it's lighter, and the vibrations up there actually feel really good. We even say that the energy there is faster and more flexible. And when energy is open and light, there is much, much more space for new opportunities and possibilities. Abundance can thrive there. Creativity, inspiration, and clarity all live in the upper half of the emotional scale. And a growth mindset will produce these wonderful high vibrations. So you'll end up with an abundant life full of creativity, inspiration, and clarity. Now, one of the most important influences on your vibration of abundance is your family. When a baby's born into a family, the baby's a real sponge when it comes to vibrations. The baby has to harmonize with the vibrations of the family. It's a survival mechanism. So from way back in human history, a baby's strongest chance for survival would lie in harmonizing with the family, and this happens on really, really deep vibrational levels. In truth, actually, a baby probably begins harmonizing much earlier, even upon conception maybe, and certainly while growing inside the mother. But what is most important to realize about this is every human being is a vibrational sponge when they're little. As children grow, they're busy lining up their energy with everyone in the family, including whatever predominant mindset there is on abundance. So when someone says to me in a session or something, I've had this low vibration feeling for so long, I can't remember life without it, I know there's a good chance that the person is talking about a vibration that they've had since childhood and that we're dealing with a family vibration. And really often a family vibration can be so big and so intense, it seems a bit crazy-making to the single individual experiencing it. As an individual, in fact, there might not be an outward story in your life that matches the bigness of the vibration you're experiencing, and that's why it can seem really puzzling. When I see that kind of pattern at play within a family, I know for sure that the vibration is generational. The vibration, in fact, could be generations old. And there is hope on the horizon. There's a few things you can do about changing a vibration that comes from your family. So when we're awake and aware enough to see a family vibration that we want to change, one of the things we can do is feel it within ourselves and give it some time and attention. And that means just allowing and accepting that vibration, really no matter how low it may be. Allowing and accepting that vibration as very human allows your whole system to relax around it. So instead of pushing against it or trying to change it, you're actually going to relax around it. Allowing and accepting that vibration or mindset as very, very human actually allows our whole systems to relax so that we're not as constricted and hunkered down, and it doesn't constrict the energy. One way that we can think about it is we can allow and accept that at some point in the past, that vibration and mindset was absolutely appropriate for what was happening. Even if it's not appropriate now, it certainly was at some point in the past, and you can bring your acceptance to that level. It's actually possible to soften enough within ourselves. An entire family vibration can ease into changing without some of the family members even realizing that that's what's happening. It can be such a soft and gentle process. Your light of awareness can work miracles. Now, to everyone involved, it'll feel appropriate, natural, very organic. It feels like it's meant to be. Understanding how generational vibrations work is an important first step to allowing them to finally soften and flow. Sometimes generational vibrations are like snowballs rolling down hills. This is a metaphor that I use really often when I'm teaching classes in this. It starts out in one generation way back, and a vibration can roll down through the generations, just like a snowball rolling downhill. And it picks up speed and it picks up weight, and it just gets bigger and bigger. And it'll finally land in your lap, and it's much bigger than anything that your little life experience actually is attached to. So it can feel overwhelming sometimes. But a giant vibrational snowball can melt, and it can begin to flow and really change with ease when we shine our light of awareness on it and we bring peace. Instead of trying to fix it or change it, we accept and allow it. So you're going to find out, if you're working with me at all or taking one of my classes or courses, your very powerful light of awareness is like a switch that turns on energy flow, and deep transformations can happen far, far more quickly and completely than you have ever imagined. So let's focus in on a few things you can do to increase your abundance mindset. Abundance has a vibration, and it's not just about money. Abundance can certainly turn into money, and it can help to ease the whole process of making money. But abundance is at an actual vibration. It's a feeling. You want your vibration and your feeling and your thoughts to all line up. So use your powerful focus to do this. Focus on what's good in your life right in this moment. Notice how it feels to focus on what's good. Check the emotional scale. Whatever feeling that it is you're feeling, you want to feel that feeling more often. You want your reality to start creating that feeling more often. Focus on what's working to your advantage. Focus on what's really changing in the way that you want it to. Rave about what's going really well. And notice how that feels, and rave often. Do it with friends. Speak the words out loud. Very, very helpful. So focus what you already have right now. Talk about it often. And use the powerful language of abundance. That means stop speaking of what you don't have. Stop giving that your precious focus. The second thing is to make peace with always wanting more. Really, no matter how much you do or don't have, no matter what your mindset is, it's very natural to always want more. Desire is something that is never satisfied in life. It's an actual vibration. It's a human vibration. It's a built-in vibrational feature of being human. The vibration of desire is there to make sure we evolve and change and grow. And constant craving is not a bug, it's a feature. It keeps humans moving towards more. And it's kind of ironic, but people with abundant mindsets are constantly looking forward towards more. So that's cool. You can actually practice appreciating what you already have while at the same time appreciating that you want more. You can do both at once. And in fact, that balance between those two vibrations opens the door to possibilities. Now, you can read more about creating your abundant mindset on our blog at theemotionalcenter.com, and I'll put a link to it in the description below. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have fun creating your abundant mindset.